Hey, what's up, Amasian people? Welcome to Team Amasian's show, Speak Nerdy to Me, for the week of August something or another. I don't know the dates. My name is Campea. I'm one half of Team Amasian, and joining me to my left is the awesome, beautiful Kaori Takee.
Oh, what a very nice intro. Yeah, that's me, and together we make Team Amasian.
And also much taller sitting down, we just realized, which is
my torso.
Crazy. You're not a normal Asian size.
I know, a medium.
Anyways, you guys, if this is your first time checking out Team Amasian's show, this is a show where we speak about all the topics that we love from the week, including movies, TV, video games, comic books. If we like the topic, we're talking about it. And this week we have a few interesting ones to start off with because we did get to go to a few events in this last week, one of which was a Masquerade ball.
Yes, and it was our very first Masquerade ball, the Labyrinth of Jareth, and apparently it was maybe their 15th annual Masquerade ball, but it was amazing.
It was amazing.
It felt like if you're playing Skyrim or if you're in a Lord of the Rings and you're going to a ball and all these different characters and creatures and races were all there. That's how it felt, and it was so much fun.
And wasn't it just badass how everyone just went all out with their costumes and just really, you really felt like you were in a different world.
Yes, it was like a fantasy world come to life. So I'm definitely gonna go next year again. It was so worth it.
Yeah, I think I'm addicted too. There were great performances by tons of groups. I'm sure local groups in the area. What are you laughing about?
I'm laughing about you saying there was tons of great performances and this one dude doing this the whole time. What is going on?
There were a few times where we were sitting outside trying to catch a breath, and you know, it was just like randomly these people would start performing in front of you. It was almost like being at the Magic Castle.
Yeah.
Where every single person, whether you knew it or not, was a magician. This place, it was like every single person there was some sort of acrobat or artist, you know? So it was it was just a really interesting crowd. We had such a good time, and I think I'm definitely like happy that you found this event and that you made us go.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Thanks for coming with me.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm so glad you enjoyed
beautiful.
it.
And there's a lot of great pictures of Kaori. Also on our Instagram, there's pictures of Kaori and I, so check it out. Our outfits have to be one of my favorites.
I really did like the outfit. I felt like we were actually elves dressed up to go to a ball, and that was really cool. I like that kind of mashup idea, so we should be doing more of that.
And if you guys knew how our costumes came together and in the time that it came together, you'd be... Well, and for me, I'm impressed at how quickly we put that together and how it looked at the end of the night.
Completely. I completely agree. And it kept changing from, let's just wear this, to, let's just wear this. Oh, actually, forget that.
Yeah. The best part is at the end of the day, we never ended up wearing Masquerade masks.
No, we didn't. And who needs it when you had crazy eyes like we had?
And our elf ears, so it's really cool.
So yeah, I think next time you should wear the white, and then I should wear the black.
To switch it up a little bit? Yeah, I'm down. That was really cool.
So
okay, let's move on because we did have another event that we got to go to, both of us. I'm saying that with hesitation because we actually did not end up seeing each other at the event. We went to D23 separately for work. So your experience then, because I haven't even asked you what you ended up doing there.
Well, I actually just went only on Saturday. Friday night was the ball, so I didn't want to exhaust myself throughout the weekend. And I walked the floor. I checked out a lot of stuff, took a lot of photo ops. I didn't go dress and cosplay. I kind of regretted it, but at the same time, it was kind of nice not to have to stop all the time. So either way, it always works for me. I really like both ways. So I got my nails done. Look, you can still see.
Oh, it's so cute. You got that done there?
I got it done there. And then they also made my hair into a Tinkerbell bun, and I've never do my hair. If you guys notice, it's always down or in braids when Anne's around because I cannot do my hair for shit. So that was really cool.
It looked great. It did.
Oh, thanks.
It almost looked fake because it was done so well.
Done really well.
Very clean. And, whoever did it did such a good job.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll let her know in my mind, and maybe she'll read my mind. I did buy a pop that looks like Walkmay.
You got it.
I saw it and I couldn't. So there's
That's
this
funny.
alligator pop that looks, and I've never seen this movie. What's this movie?
Princess and the Frog.
Princess and the Frog.
Mhm.
And Walkmay is always happy, and apparently there's this frog with a trumpet that looks just like her because it's always like.
Oh yeah,
And
he's like, I think in the movie that Croc is like a part of the jazz band.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
or alligator,
cute.
whichever one. But yeah, no joke, it does look like Walkmay.
It does. So I couldn't help myself
Nice.
when I got it. And yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot of Star Wars things and a lot of announcements that we probably want to talk about as well, like Star Wars Land, which was,
Oh my gosh.
I mean, Disney geeks,
Yeah.
Star Wars geeks,
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's kind of sad that Toontown's going to disappear, but
Mhm.
it's about time. We barely visit that place anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's nice that they have, considered our park because oftentimes because of space restrictions, it's really hard to expand Disneyland in Anaheim. It's
Yeah.
easier to do it in Florida because there's just so much land. But the fact that, they were able to acquire the land,
Mhm.
14 acres, is going to be a very, very big piece of Disneyland. And it's all going to be Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, you just learned a lot there as well. The Star Wars thing, and you got to see the landscape of Shanghai Disney, which was really cool.
Mhm.
And also, I did end up going to the Once Upon a Time panel, which was pretty awesome. And there were some reveals, and we got to see some first looks. I'm not going to get into it because I don't know why not. But what about you, Anne? What was your experience like?
I did the same. I walked the floor.
Yeah.
I was there very early. I actually went with John, and John went to that 3-hour panel, I think,
Oh,
or
the
whatever,
awesome
that was
one.
on Saturday,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
where they made the reveal of Star Wars Land and had the cast of Star Wars there.
That
And
was
they
cool.
also did footage. It might correct me if I'm wrong. I think they did a longer trailer for Captain America 2.
I don't know.
I think, which I think is not online either.
Mhm.
See, here's my issue with the panels they do at D23, and sure, they really want it to be special because it's D23, and unlike Comic-Con, they don't release a lot of the things that the news or the photos or the videos that come out of these panels, which is fine, but at the same time, like, some part of the reason Comic-Con is awesome for everybody, especially people who can't go, is that these things leak and people get to see the images and get to see the videos and stuff like that.
I agree. It's kind of a shame that if you miss the panel, you're kind of shit out of luck.
Yeah, you're just like secondary news written in a blog or something. But anyways, I got to walk the floor, see some of the Star Wars stuff. All the costumes were there from Episode 7. BB-8 was there,
Really
very
cool.
What else? I just did a lot of the photo ops. Got to do some of the CG for Alice in Wonderland, the movie that's coming out.
I saw that.
the
You looked really cute doing it.
Crazy.
I didn't want to wait in line.
Yeah, see, the part of the beauty was that because I was going back to the fact that I was there so early, I walked in first.
Uh-huh.
And so I did get to, not have to stand in line, which was kind of nice. I did order, so my one purchase was a little expensive, just a little bit. And it's the custom Stormtrooper where they scan your face.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and it'll be sent to me in about 4 to 6 weeks. So I'll put it. I'll show you guys
please.
when we're recording.
Oh, that's gonna
Escape
be
Nerdy.
that's gonna be so sick. By the way, Wakame, my dog, is hanging out and looking for a place to eat her bully stick. Oh,
She's
but she's over it. She wants to hang out with us.
0.3 of Team Amazing.
She's really ready to hang out.
Oh yeah.
Okay, come here.
Come on.
So we also a really cool announcement was that Ed O'Neill is going to be in Finding Dory, and I love Ed O'Neill.
I didn't even hear that announcement.
You didn't hear
That's
that?
awesome.
Yeah, see, like cool. So
do they say who he?
I think
going
they
to voice?
did, but I don't remember who because all I remember seeing was Ed O'Neill is going to be in Finding Dory.
Oh, that's so cool.
So that was pretty awesome. Halaka.
What else? The Rock was there from
The
Moana.
Rock was there.
I think that might have been the night before, but even then, The Rock was there. There was a lot of people who showed up. Johnny Depp came in his full Captain Sparrow costume.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of good things. I liked the cosplay.
Yeah.
I think, there were so many princesses out there.
So cute.
Yeah, very, very cute. And there were a lot of good, subtle cosplay. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of people who are dressed like the people that operate the rides.
Oh, really?
I don't know if
didn't
you
even
noticed
notice that.
Yeah. So there would be people, for example, the people that work on the Haunted Mansion, and they have a
Oh,
certain
I
costume.
saw a lot of Haunted Mansion
Yes,
stuff, though.
but I think the one I was most impressed with, and I wish you were with me when I saw it, was 2 people dressed in the Jungle Cruise uniform.
Oh, no way.
And one of them, they had made a makeshift boat. And so one of them was in the front with the intercom or whatever, like pretending he was doing the cruise tour. Like, and then there was a person in the back had the big boat that he was wheeling, and he was just like a tourist on the boat. So they
my god, I would love to have seen that.
It was really, really creative. Like, people got really, really crazy with their stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
One of my favorite cosplays whenever I see it is when I see Sadness from Inside Out.
Oh my gosh,
I mean,
you're right.
it's such a good one.
Yes.
And it's awesome. Sorry, Wakame is just...
she's over it.
She's like, I'm back.
No,
she doesn't like sadness is what she's saying.
I know.
She just wants to be happy all the time.
There was actually full on like whole groups of Inside Out people.
I know, I saw them, and the angry guy looked really angry.
Yeah.
It was so well done, and what I love about Disney cosplay at D23 is it's very Disney specific, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like you said, like you can see like characters from the Haunted Mansion ride there that you would, if you are not a Disney geek, you would have no idea who the hell that person was. So it was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
So D23 is a lot of fun. I think maybe you might be going again next year. Are you
gonna go next year?
Well, of course.
I'm sold.
Yeah. So if you guys had a chance to go, let us know what you enjoyed, or if you were able to see some of the news that came out of D23. Also, let us know what you thought was, some of the big news that came out of the event. So moving on, we just have a few news-related topics, which I'm pretty sure you guys are also in tune to, because there's just no way you can be on social media and not know about these 2 things that have happened this week. One of which is Subway Eat Fresh's very own Jared Fogle. He's in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
A lottle bit. I'm going to make that word up. A lottle bit of trouble.
There's some pretty bad stuff
really
going
bad
on.
stuff. I mean, if you guys aren't aware, if for whatever reason you haven't been checking out the news, and Wakame is going to come up here and join us again, Jared Fogle from Subway was in court for child pornography, also sex acts with children. Ugh.
Yeah, and it gets really bad, just how into, child pornography he was into, how he mentioned that he thinks middle school girls are hot.
The fact that he paid money.
Sickening.
It's gross.
It is sickening. Needless to say, his wife, the moment she found out as soon as we did, she's divorcing him, and
Subway was like, no, you're done. Like, as soon as even the news dropped that he potentially was, involved in, it's just, I don't even know what else to say. It's just really, really sick, and I hope I don't know. I hope his wife's able to move on, I guess.
I mean, it's just really bad. He's going to go to jail for some time, and rightfully so. Mm-hmm. And the sad thing is, I read comments about some people saying, like, people like this should get their dicks cut off, and I hate to say it, but I would not disagree with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad. Anyway, serious topic. Let's try
to our next topic, which
is also
semi.
It's a little comical.
It's a little bit comical because in my head I have a story of how this plays out, because I actually haven't read how it actually did happen. But Ashley Madison, the website where people go on there, and particularly couples, right, go on there to have an affair.
Yes, so basically it's not really couples, but it's it's a husband that has intention to cheat, or a wife who has intention to cheat. So your spouse does not know. So everything that is in there is confidential. So basically, needless to say, Ashley Madison recently got hacked, and there's some big names in there that got busted.
Yeah.
Like Josh Duggar.
Yeah. The people, I think, are loving the fact that he is one of those people. I also think it's very funny that almost all of Ottawa in Canada was using Ashley Madison.
Isn't that crazy?
1 out of 5 people that live in Ottawa was registered on Ashley Madison. Some of the parliament in Canada, high officials are also registered on Ashley Madison. And the fact that this is a Canadian-based, Toronto-based website just makes me laugh. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm married to a Canadian. I don't know. Just because Canadians have that, you know, they're Canadian. They're wholesome.
Nice,
they're so
nice.
yeah. And somebody made a joke about it, you know, saying, well, they just like to share.
Yeah. I mean, very, very interesting. It's the first I've heard of the Ashley Madison website, and I always feel that if you don't want the public to know about something, you should never put it online, no matter how much they say that it will be confidential, because things can easily get leaked.
Oh, most definitely.
Especially if you're a big personality or celebrity. This is big stuff. So, needless to say, Josh Duggar had to finally admit that he's a hypocrite and that, you know, he cheats on his wife. But the crazy thing about his wife is his wife says, there's no divorce talk. I'm still going to stay with him. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well then, if you're interested in any of this stuff, you definitely should move to Ottawa as well.
Yeah,
So
or just go on the Ashley Madison website.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah,
it's not like it
there.
got shut down.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to some movie news. There are a few topics we want to talk about, including Hugh Jackman may also headline, amongst all of these other things that he's working on, especially a Broadway play and all these other things. He may headline the Odyssey.
Yes, and it's just very, very rough patch draft right now, so he is in mild talks, if anything, but just the idea of Hugh Jackman headlining the Odyssey is something that I can totally get behind.
Yeah, I agree. We love Hugh Jackman.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a phenomenal actor. I think this character would be great for him. Very strong character in Homer. This is one of my favorite stories having read in high school. And so the fact that they're actually going to try to put this on screen, I'm really interested to see how they would do it.
Yeah, and I would also be interested to know who's going to end up playing his his wife, and has to, basically, in case you don't know, the Odyssey is he goes out to war, and then it takes 20 years, or 10, 20 years, I forget, to get back to his home motherland, and in the meantime, the queen has to fight off all these suitors that want to get with her, so it'd be interesting to know who the queen's going to end up becoming as well.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see this come to life. I'm really into Greek mythology, as you are.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get behind this production 1,000%.
Yes, we are there.
Yeah.
So here's hoping that it actually comes to fruition and that Hugh Jackman does get that role.
Yes.
And we'll wait to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so moving on to our next topic. Ali Larter is confirmed for Resident Evil 6.
By the way,
that's her last one.
yes, and I just, by the way, Wakame is panting because she's happy, not because she's thirsty, because she's just weird. But, yes, so Ali Larter this is going to be her last Resident Evil 6, but it's also going to be, as far as Ali Larter mentioned, the last Resident Evil from the video game, from the movie franchise.
Oh, yeah, okay. So they're going to close it out with her.
With her and Mila Jovovich, obviously Anderson is going to direct, and throughout the years, Resident Evil movies have become a little more ridiculous and gory and stupid, but I have enjoyed every single one of them personally. I enjoy just, I know some people disagree with this, but I like shutting my brain off and just enjoying things for what it is, and that's gore and action and craziness. So I am kind of sad that it's going to end, but it is about its time. It's time.
How many years have they dedicated to this franchise?
The first one came out in 2002.
Okay, so it's been quite a long time.
So it's been a long time, and I'm just talking about the movies itself. Because the first video game I think came out in 1994, or 93 or something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, it makes sense then.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's on to do other stuff.
Yes.
So our last piece of movie news has to do, going back to Disney, has to do with Pixar, in that Toy Story 4 actually has a plot.
Yeah.
And this was announced at D23.
Yeah.
That while everybody knew up to this point that it would be a romantic comedy, which I love that they're doing an animated film that's a romantic comedy.
I'm actually okay with an animated romantic comedy.
Right? Because they're not your favorite.
Yeah.
But the fact that this is being done in a Pixar animation is really unique. I don't think they've done something to this extent yet.
Uh-huh.
And so while all of us thought that the romance was going to be between Buzz and Jesse, it's actually that it's going to be with Woody and Bo Peep, which I think is really, really interesting. Number one, I'm just happy that Woody is the star. He's always the star. It's always Woody or Buzz, but Woody's my favorite just because it's Tom Hanks too. But there was a scene, I think, in the last film between Woody and Bo Peep where there was a lot of chemistry. So I'm like, ooh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
I like both characters. I like seeing that interaction with them. And so the fact that they're going to go and actually tell that story is going to be really fun.
Cool. Well, for me, knowing that there's going to be a Toy Story 4 and that all these characters are coming back and all these people are excited, and it means I need to watch Toy Story 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Something wrong with me.
Honestly, I don't think there's a weak link in all three that have come out so far. So we should definitely marathon that.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
I'd be totally down. We have to find out. We should find out when Toy Story 4 comes out and do it really close to the movie release. So then you can just go right into 4.
Would love it.
Okay, so moving on to some of the movies that came out this past week. Straight Outta Compton, was it this past week or was it last?
I think it was last week.
Yeah, so Straight Outta Compton, and Hitman 47. So I know you had a chance to see Hitman 47.
I did see Hitman 47. Do you want me to review it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to review it spoiler free because I want Anne to have the chance to watch it if you decide to. It's got really bad reviews on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's 8%.
It's it's at something ridiculously low. However, you can see just the leap from 8% critics versus about almost 70% for viewers.
Really?
Me. Yeah,
wow.
It was 68% or something like that.
That's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I would say I'm on the end that actually enjoyed this movie, and I played the Hitman games, and it's a video game adapted into movie film, and obviously a lot of us are always kind of like, I don't know what to make of this. So if you haven't played the game, it might feel too video game cheesy for you, but if you have played the game, it might not fit perfectly. But I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I thought the acting was fine. I thought the storyline was a little confusing in the sense that they had a lot of twists and curveballs thrown at you. But if you're looking for action and a little gamey things going on where it's just things that would never happen in real life and you want to see all that, go watch it.
So the action was great.
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay.
I thought I enjoyed it, and I'm definitely in the minority here, and people are probably going to throw tomatoes at their screen hearing this, but I enjoyed it.
I don't know. If you're saying there's a 70% user rating, then I'm pretty sure a majority of the people watching this will agree with you. I'm
going to look at it right now.
And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. If you're saying at least the action was good and whatever, throw the story out the window, I still like watching those types of movies too. It's like a John Wick, where the story was okay, but the action was so good that you ended up enjoying it at the end. Yeah,
I really did. Let's see, Rotten Tomatoes, and there are moments when Walkman is like, excuse me, can you pet me now? Hitman Agent 47 on Rotten Tomatoes. And also the female protagonist in it, I've never seen her before, and I started Googling her. She's been apparently in a couple things. She's gorgeous, and she did great, and I liked her too. It was nice seeing Zachary Quinto in the movie.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But, it's an interesting concept, an interesting story. Obviously, the execution wasn't that great because whenever you try to adapt a video game, which is so unreal, into this kind of leap, it gets complicated. But take it for what it was. Oh, it's lower now, 58.
But even then. So much higher than the tomato.
50% higher. All right, so Anne, why don't you talk about Straight Outta Compton without spoiling it?
Without spoiling it? They all died. No, just kidding.
Without spoiling it because you were born in 2005.
Yeah. So this movie, I definitely highly recommend seeing it. It is, I caveat that by saying that if you don't like long films, it is a 2.5-hour film. But honestly, I did not feel the length of the movie.
Adobo.
Like, cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter.
Yes,
true story.
this film is fantastic. I think the acting is perfect. For it being Ice Cube O'Shea Jackson, I think is his name, Ice Cube's son's first film. He was amazing as his father.
And he had to audition for the role, too.
Yeah. I thought he did great. I thought it was cast very well. I thought the guy who played Dr. Dre was perfect. I thought the person who played Suge Knight, everyone from Eazy-E was amazing. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I would love to see at least a nomination, even at the Golden Globes or something, for one of these actors, because I think they did such a good job. The film itself was great. I am not as tuned in to what has really happened in real life. I know that there was a lot of manipulation they had to do in terms of what happened in real life and what has happened in the film. But again, it's a Hollywood movie. It's not a documentary in any way. It's great in that sense, in that you don't feel like they're trying to, I don't know, just go historically with it.
Right.
Paul Giamatti was amazing as well in his role.
He's always great.
Yeah.
He can.
If anything, he should also be nominated or at least recognized for his performance in this film. Yeah, I highly recommend it. I can't go into too much detail just because I don't want to give the story away. But true to the trailer, though, don't be surprised that the film is really about the trio, Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, and Ice Cube.
That's what we are hoping for. And
Yeah.
it's gotten really, really good verbal reviews. So I'm guessing that this weekend is going to be really good for them as well.
Oh, most definitely. I'm so glad it won the box office. I thought it was well-deserved. And I'm hearing, and I haven't had a chance to Google this myself to see if it's even confirmed or not, but I had heard a rumor that there already talks for a second one, where the second one would be focused on Tupac and Dre.
I heard about that
kind of
too.
seeing what happens after, or maybe even during, because there's a kind of a
the
cross.
Biggie?
Yeah. Who knows? Because there is a quick cameo of a Tupac character in the film, so there's somebody there, and honestly, that guy looked exactly like him.
That's
which is
crazy.
And sounded like him too.
And you know, they're actually they are looking into doing that, like you said, I think, because on TMZ today I read that they were talking to the guy who was investigating the death of Biggie, and he had a heart attack and he died.
Isn't that crazy?
It's so
that whole story is
crazy,
insane.
It's like it's like a curse to even investigate that thing or go into it.
I have to say this is a little bit off topic, but I think that the murder of Tupac happened, I think, when I was about, I want to say like, I have to do the math.
I think
but
10.
10?
Because I was we're about the same age.
I was in Vegas in the hotel.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know.
That is a very interesting off-topic.
I was in Vegas because the fight was happening in the MGM when that big rumble went down, and then obviously we know what happens after that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of insane to just be there in the moment of it. But going back to the film, Suge Knight's in the movie.
Yeah. Suge Knight. I have a really off-topic story about Suge Knight too.
Suge Knight, that dude.
So one time I went to a dumpling party. Okay, I know it's stereotypical, but basically all these Asians in the house making different dumplings.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you what that was.
Yeah, so
okay.
it's it was straight up a dumpling party, and the guy who hosted it, he worked with the attorney that basically confiscated all of Suge Knight's stuff.
Oh.
So he had these tubs and tubs of Suge Knight's clothing. And Suge Knight is this gigantic guy. So there was like 10 of us that jumped into Suge Knight's clothing and would take pictures. And we had his driver's license. We had his passport. It was ridiculous.
I didn't even know that happened. That happens, that they just take the stuff like that.
They take confiscated stuff. It was so funny. So now you guys know 10 Asians can fit into Suge Knight's pants. I'm serious.
Yeah, I guess I don't know how to go back to the movie, but
sorry.
Definitely check it out. The music is awesome. It kind of transitions you through the film too. So if you're a fan of the music, then it's definitely a watch. If you're not a fan of the music and just want to go there for the story, it's fantastic. Yeah. So there it is. Okay, so
thanks, Anne. I will watch it.
Yes, I keep telling you to. So
I know.
At this point, you know, I'm going to have to drag you into the theater.
And there's a lot of things I want to watch.
I know. I know. Okay, so let's go from the big screen to the small screen. We have some stuff to talk about that's related to TV. This one is the fact that SummerSlam is this weekend.
SummerSlam is this weekend, and it's very exciting because obviously the long-awaited match between Amell versus Stardust is going to happen. But obviously they're tag teaming, and that's going to be great. And Amell has been super excited about it, and he also made a video saying that he is going to be bringing his arrow suit and his hood.
What?
So what does that even mean? Does that mean he's going to sit there in the ring in arrow costume?
And is he debuting the new suit?
That's
is that what
crazy.
he's alluding to? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's so exciting. So that's my biggest highlight of SummerSlam.
Do you think Red Arrow will be in the crowd, you know, cheering him on? At least Diggle or something, right? Come on.
Did you see? Okay, so on Raw when
I saw it. Yeah, go tell them.
On Raw when Stephen Amell was there was a big old face of Diggle, and next to it says, "I dig it."
That's the best. Seriously, top 10 wrestling signs. I think that at least deserves a nomination. That was great.
That was so good.
Yes.
I don't know how you saw it, but thank you, Sam, for posting that and tagging us.
Oh yeah. Well, yes. Thank you.
Shout out.
Yeah. Anything else for SummerSlam though? Aside from that match?
I mean, no. I mean, everything's interesting, but not so interesting. Undertaker's back. I'm in the minority where I'm like, he should have just quit before that streak got broken. He should have been like, I retire.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
He could have had like a 20-minute walk out instead of a 20-minute walk in.
I know. There's maybe one out of 50 people who know when to retire from from either wrestling or just any type of sport, you know. So it's just really hard.
I know.
But I agree with you. I think it would have been a much more legendary if he had stopped before the streak was broken.
Yeah.
So let's move on then to the debut, the premiere of Fear of the Walking Dead. Is that what it is?
Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead.
So in case you guys don't know, it's premiering this Sunday, and it is a prequel to The Walking Dead, because obviously when you watch The Walking Dead, it starts off when everyone's already all infected, and we don't know where it comes from. But I guess in this prequel, you are going to discover people pre-apocalypse.
Yes.
It's going to be interesting. And the guy he's a kid, and he basically notices them, but he's already drugged up, so his parents don't believe him because he's on drugs when he sees all these infected people.
Oh.
So anyway,
I'm interested.
I'm pretty interested. Prequels sometimes do really well, sometimes they don't, but I'm willing to give this one a chance.
And for somebody like me who gave up on Walking Dead after the Governor whole spiel, I think that was season 3, I just couldn't get past that. I have always enjoyed that first season of the mystery of why were they there in the first place, you know, them trying to track down the CDC and figuring out what the hell's going on. So I like the fact that this is happening before. It gives a little context to where we find Rick at the beginning of Walking Dead. So I think I'm going to check it out. Are you?
Yeah.
For sure.
Maybe we can check it out together.
Ooh,
hey.
All right, so let's move on. That was perfect timing.
I know, right?
To our hate of the week. We had 2 very, very good topics in contention, but we're going to do one this week and probably save the other for next week. This one is, and I think I do this sometimes, and I hate it when I do it, people who confuse two, and two.
You don't do it.
There, and there. So we're talking about grammar and the proper use of these words.
And where.
Spelling.
And where,
all of that stuff.
Yeah, you don't do it, Anne, because I am a grammar cop and I correct people. People are like, I'm going to stop texting this girl because she's not very nice.
I'm actually paranoid about it. So it probably is the fact that I don't do it is because when I type something out, I look and really make sure that I'm using the right one. So, but yes. Corey.
It's just a mood kill. Like, even if I'm on Tinder and I'm looking at profiles and someone misspells, I'm like, bye.
That's that easy, right?
Yeah. It just... I know there's autocorrect, but autocorrect is oftentimes incorrect. And I just think that you should know how to utilize 2, 2, and 2. I know that sounds really terrible, but I just don't like it when you spell me too, T-O, or...
Oh gosh, I hope I'd never see it the other way.
Right.
Me too with the number 2. I haven't seen that yet. Please don't do that. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, so it's like, let's go to the park, T-O-O. I'm like, no, let's not. It's just, There's a lot of homonyms out there, but we learned about homonyms in maybe 1st grade. We should have it locked down and loaded. So, that being said, revise them if you need to.
There it is.
T-O. Yes.
Good job.
Yeah. See, I had to like be like, So.
All right. So, next is our dating question of the week. I feel like we're on and off with dating questions, but I love when we have them.
Oh, you know what? We had a really good dating question, but...
We'll save it for next week.
We'll save it for next week because that's a better, a deeper topic. And
yes.
It's a sex thing, so we'll talk about it next week.
There you go. Sex talk next week.
So yeah, thank you for emailing us. We'll talk about it next week.
Yes, and we'll give you a shout out too.
Yes.
Okay, so our dating question of the week is: if you're a non-smoker, would you date a smoker? Kaori?
I would say no.
I would also say no.
It's a lifestyle that I would be too scared to delve into, like falling really, really in love with somebody and constantly worrying about his health. Mm-hmm. It's like dating an athlete, constantly worried about his health. And also, secondhand smoking is very bad as well. Mm-hmm. And I would feel offended that someone wouldn't stop to protect my health as well.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's great. I mean, it's just hygiene and everything else too.
Hygiene too. You smell it when you make out with them.
Yeah, the whole your whole place will just smell like smoke too. Yeah, that's I'm personally no. I have a father who smokes and a mother who has put up with it. So I mean, at the same time,
I didn't know your daddy smoked.
Sometimes it's one of those things where you make that decision and you have to live with it, you know? Yeah. And so while I'm completely happy that I came from very loving parents who are still together after all these years, I know that that was a sacrifice, or that was a decision that my mother had to make in order for her and my father to be together. And it's not an easy one. So
yeah, and my brother's a smoker, and it's really sad to watch his health deplete, and he knows it's depleting, and it's to a point where no one can tell him you gotta stop. He's gotta do it on his own. And
it's hard.
I don't know how Wakame does it, but she's always happy. Look at this shit.
I know. What do you think, Wakame?
She's like, no.
All right, so let's move on to your mama's topic, video games, because there are a few topics here that she wants to fill us in on.
I just really want to talk real quick about the Nathan Drake collection. There was a trailer, and it looked like a movie trailer, and had some like remastery going on, and it was beautiful and gorgeous. I'm usually not the kind of girl that likes to replay a lot of video games unless it's a Final Fantasy, but this game I'm definitely gonna get. Can't wait till October. I'm going to play the remastered version on the PS4, and I'm so glad to be a Sony user because it's not for you Xbox fans. Sorry. Really, really, really excited about that. What was my other topic?
I lost it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So while she's losing it, also, this is a really, really old game, but I wanted Anne to play it, so I actually wanted to show her. This is my, I know Wakame's on my 3DS.
Of course she is.
So this game called Cooking Mama, and you need to get this game or you can borrow my game. It's so fun, and I play this in the middle of the night, falling asleep. And basically what you do is, I'll show you when it turns on. You basically cook Japanese foods, and you progress by, either like cooking really fast, dropping it in, like throwing it. Just very interactive.
Game. Yeah.
Yes. And so that's really fun, and it's an old game, but I love it, and it's a lot of fun, and I just wanted to mention that that's what I've been doing lately, as well as Witcher 3. And I think there was another Borderlands Episode 4 just came out for iOS this week, and Borderlands is actually a lot of people really, really like the Borderlands game on Telltale. So let me know what you think. I have not caught up yet. I'm only at Episode 3. And then finally, Mario Maker looks amazing. It looks really fun. I can't wait to have a party where I can build a land of Marios and have Anne play it. I'll make evil mushrooms and a big old dinosaur, evil Yoshi. See, it doesn't look cute.
No.
Anne's like, wait, I'm distracted now.
I know, I'm not.
So
I just want to see you play this.
You say, let's cook, and you can make Salisbury steak.
Do you get hungry playing this?
Yes, you can make popsicles.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really fun. But
and so is it one of those like time management games where you have to stack the different ingredients?
So I'll just like pick one real quick.
Okay.
So guys, you're gonna watch Anne
Yes.
play.
I'm gonna.
Here, why don't you play?
You're gonna. Oh.
So it says scrape the kernels of corn off the corn using the stylus.
Okay.
So Anne's making corn, so you have to. Hold on. There you go.
Is it? I have to go fast or no? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta fill this whole thing up.
Oh shoot.
So now you flip it over. There you
Oh. Wow.
go. So you're making corn, but there's like different.
Oh
there's
my gosh,
different
this is
steps.
amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
I knew Anne would love it. So that's,
Okay, so I did the
so
ingredient.
you got the corn part. You scrape the corn, but you're making a certain corn, so that's only step one of the ingredient. So just press there, and the next one you got. Now you have to make the corn into popcorn. So you got to be careful. So it's being timed.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to like move it down when it tells you to, like, you gotta shake it a little bit.
Oh no, I burned it.
You burned it! And burned the corn!
I'm the worst cook ever.
But yeah, that's
Okay,
basically
I
what
get
the
it.
game is.
Okay, I'm gonna get
So I think Anne should play it
yes.
because Anne and I both really like cooking games and interacting silly games like that.
Especially like that.
Yeah, so maybe we should have you play it and we can stream it, and then
Can we do
I
that?
I can react to like, oh my god!
Can we do
It'll be so good.
I'm telling you, there is a concept there about like somebody as amateur as me playing a game that you have already played, you know, and just seeing your reaction to like how I do it.
That'd
Yeah,
be
it's
so
a little bit
fun.
embarrassing, but
No, it's so cute.
I think it's also good because there are a lot of are a lot of people like me who, you know, we like games but we just don't play them as frequently as you, and so just kind of the learning of the mechanics of the game is fun.
So tell us, would you guys watch it? Because I would totally be down to make that
I'm totally down to do it too. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on, I was actually going to look up one piece of comic book news, and I apologize I didn't have it ready for you guys, but there is a new comic that is coming out with a girl and her dinosaur. And I just want to make sure I have the...
Are you sure it's not about a girl and her Pomeranian?
Oh, it should be.
Well, shit.
I mean, I think we could totally manipulate this comic cover to you and Wakame, which I think would be really cute. Let me show it to you.
Oh, that's cute.
Yes. So it's called Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. It's about a young girl, preteen genius named Lunella, and I actually haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I think the fact that they're going with, I think, again, something like Miss Marvel, where they picked a younger girl. I'm sorry, you guys can't see it, but look it up, Moon Girl.
Yeah.
They're going with these younger girls as their heroes in their stories, which I think is amazing for Marvel to do. It's a great way to get young girls to start reading comic books.
It's growing. It's growing. Women are getting really into the geek stuff, and it's a thing. So don't scrutinize and believe it, okay?
Yes. Yeah. And I think even Marvel knows that there's an investment to be made there, and there's girls who are hungry for these types of characters and these types of stories, so I'm really happy that they're going in that direction. I'm actually interested to see if DC will start doing the same thing. I know DC has a whole line of teen versions of you know, some of their characters, so like there's a Batgirl, obviously Supergirl's coming to TV. They would be so cute if they had like a Tiny Toons, but DC or Marvel version. I would kind of vote DC because in general I love that would be cute. You know, imagine like a baby Harley Quinn, a baby Batgirl, baby Poison Ivy, baby Catwoman. So cute. And where I think I've seen renditions of them, I'll send you some pictures. Oh yeah, I don't know that there's actually a comic that is. So if you guys know or are aware of a version of these characters that are that young, let us know, because I think Corey and I would be interested. So that's all I wanted to highlight. I'm still heavily addicted to Audible, so I haven't even gotten back to my Comixology app to start reading some more of Saga, so I apologize. But if you guys are interested in reading a book, I said Ready Player One's great, The Martian's great, and right now I am reading Amy Poehler's Yes Please, which I think is just hilarious. So you have an array of, what's the word? Tastes in books. I appreciate that. Eclectic, yes. Thank you. Thank you for me for the nation. Yes. Okay, so moving on to our next topic, which I believe is food. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't mind me, I'm making it walk me down. Here it is, right here. Okay, so our food topic of the week, and I thought this one was interesting. I'm glad you pulled it. Yeah. Because I think I would have done the same. KFC has got a new and I hate saying this word because I can never pronounce it right.
Because it looks like colonel.
Yeah, thank you. So
I know that's the fob in me.
That's the way I read it.
You know, I'm like colonel, and everyone's like colonel. I'm like, what?
How, right? I bet you if you took this word to another country or whatever, they would read it that way.
Yeah.
Colonel.
My parents read it colonel.
Yes.
They read Iceland.
So let's just say there's a new KFC mascot, Mr. Sanders. When the new one debuted, it was, what's his name?
I don't know the names. I'm sorry. I forget the names. We can look it up.
Yes. Anyways, you guys were privy to a version of Mr. Sanders. I'm going to say that because I don't want to mispronounce it.
Colonel. Like a corn. Corn kernel.
Like the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How convenient. See, that's what we did that on purpose.
Full circle.
I made her play so she'll remember.
Colonel Sanders. We're gonna get the name for you guys because he is a comedian, and he is in the first commercial that debuted with the kind of the whole rebranding, and he's also the voice on my Waze app for those of you that use the traffic app.
Yes. I didn't know he was the voice.
Yes,
that's cool.
But in the news, Norm Macdonald has now become Colonel Sanders. And correct me if I'm wrong, because the story I heard is that the old Colonel Sanders that you saw a few weeks ago was a fake, a fraud.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what I was reading as well.
Yes.
It's very slow, by the way, so excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but anyways, that's the gist of it.
His name's like Daryl something.
It's for me, my takeaway about this is not only do I love KFC's original recipe, I'm sorry, that skin is bomb.com.
No one can figure it out, I don't think. No one can get it right.
And Anne and I bonded off this conversation in our early stages of our friendship on how good fried chicken is with white rice. Yes. So original recipe with white rice is, I mean, we're about to nut right now. But my takeaway from it is how important mascots are for franchises, and it's to the point where it makes newsworthy things for pop culture like us. Like we want to know why Ronald McDonald looks like a hipster now, and you know, all that stuff. It's really cool. Yeah, no, the branding is just so deeply entrenched in our culture as Americans that this is important, and this oftentimes will make or break people's, you know, perspective and even affect if people will go eat at your establishment. I think when they debuted Jack in the Box, and people kind of saw the humor in it, and when they debuted the King for Burger King, as creepy as he is, people also see the humor in it. Or the Chihuahua for Taco Bell. There it is. It's just directly linked with it. But could you imagine if it was a Pomeranian for Taco Bell? Or a Dachshund? You would die. I would die. I'm already dying that there's a Dachshund in that Secret Life of Pets movie. Right? Going back to this, though, the fact that it's Norm Macdonald, what do you think about that? I think it's funny, and it's great that they put a comedian in as the face, because they're humorizing what KFC is, you know? And it's something that makes us feel less guilty eating, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I totally get it. And I mean, I hadn't seen Norm Macdonald in a little bit, in a minute, so the fact that, you know, the next time I see him is dressed in Colonel Sanders, he actually definitely looks, thank you, he actually looks the part, and so Colonel looks creepy anyway. It's an interesting choice for Norm to do, but again, it's a franchise that's huge, so his face is going to be everywhere. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm very hungry, and we're going to move on to our last topic, which also makes me thirsty. That's a good one. Zac Efron. Zing! We Are Your Friends premiered in Los Angeles. I know they've been kind of doing their premiere tour, having been in Europe and now in the U.S., and they premiered in L.A. yesterday. If those of you who were on Twitter caught it, or Periscope, Zac actually Periscoped him being on the red carpet for We Are Your Friends yesterday. Yes, and I was watching some interviews, and Emily Ratajkowski, who was there as well, she says, I don't work out. It's like, of course you don't. Are they real? I mean, yeah, that's for real. I love it when people say, I don't work out. I mean, I do some yoga and hiking, but I don't go to the gym. Okay, so then you don't eat, because there's no way. Natural. Yeah. At the end, she was like, I want people to know that I'm healthy. She really said that. She always had that.
Look, if that's really true, then I am so damn jealous. I mean, I'm already jealous of her body, but the fact that you don't have to do anything to maintain it, then good for you. You are one of, I don't know, but that's just amazing if that's all true. I'm wondering, is this real?
I think they're real. I mean, based
Impressive.
on... and I'm not even talking about impressiveness over here.
No. Her frame to the size of her chest is ridiculous.
Still. Okay.
Anyways.
John's gonna get mad at me. But like, what was I gonna say? Now I've lost concentration. Oh yeah. So in that interview as well, she was talking about, I wouldn't do blur lines again, but I'm glad that I did it.
I love that her voice is that. I love that your impression of her is that voice.
She doesn't sound like that either.
I know.
She's
That's
actually
why.
not a valley girl. She's completely normal. I'm like, so I kissed Zac Efron.
That's the best part, is that you've given her that voice.
Oh, man.
Okay, so We Are Your Friends. It premieres. We will get to see it
We're
next
gonna see
week. We will probably, if you guys are interested, be camping out 3 nights before in front of the AMC Burbank 16.
We're gonna have a special review.
Yeah, we're definitely there, I'm sure. Opening night.
Did you see, by the way, this is Zac Efron related. Did you see, by the way, it's kind of old because it was during the time that they were promoting Neighbors. So there was Seth Rogen, Adam Devine, and all these people sitting around and talking about penis, including Zac Efron.
No.
And so they're like, oh, show us your penis, Zac Efron, show us your penis. So Zac Efron shows his dick. And they're like, holy crap! It's the most beautiful penis we've ever seen!
Oh, I have seen that.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
Like,
that is
even
funny.
your balls have a six-pack.
Yeah.
Like,
So
oh,
stupid.
God.
I love those guys' sense of humor.
So funny. They're like, put it away!
Yeah.
It makes us feel really bad. Anyway.
Yeah, so We Are Your Friends is out. Zach was looking great. We are definitely going to see it.
Yes, and he has
What
said
else?
that this is, We Are Your Friends is this generation's Saturday Night Fever. So eat your heart out, John Travolta.
We will be doing a very unbiased review. I'm saying that as a joke because I already love it. And
I know.
I haven't even seen
Well,
the movie
I
yet.
love EDM, and just the fact that it's EDM injected with so much EDM is something that I can actually really be okay with. And it is kind of funny. Did you see the clip where some girl's like, can you play Drunken Love? And he's like, definitely not. It was great.
True,
Yeah.
true. All right, so we will let you guys know what we think in our next Speak Nerdy to Me. That will do it for us.
That will do it for us.
And Wakame as well. So you guys definitely like this video, share it, comment below on any of the topics we've discussed today, or just let us know how awesome Wakame is too.
Or Anne.
Or me. Oh. Or
Yeah.
Kaori.
Oh.
So again, subscribe, like, comment. We love you guys for that. Until next time, Kaori, where can people find you?
You can find me at Kaorius, Kaorious, on various social networks. And you can find Wakame on Instagram at _Wakame-chan.
Yes, and you can find the both of us at Team Amasian on Instagram, Twitter. Do we have anything else? This channel.
Go to our website. Go to our website as well. We will be uploading more stuff about cosplays, and we are just doing a lot of things for
Most
that
definitely.
as well. We are considering going to some cons, so let us know what cons you would like to see us at. And also email us because we do check those, and thank you for our friend who emailed us recently. We are going to address that email in our next video, teamamasian@gmail.com. And Anne, where can people follow you?
You guys can follow me at Campea on Instagram and Twitter as well. So that's it, you guys. Until next time, we have a lot of topics already building up for next week. So definitely tune in next week. And until then, Wakame says, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Booty stick time.